Hi, I'm Captain Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
We've still been working the north and the south end of the jetties on these granite rocks. The sheephead are moving in real good through here. There's a lot of 14s, 14 and a halves, but there's a lot of 15s to 17s. So you might have to cull through them, but there are a lot of sheephead moving in and out of these jetties right now. Also, the redfish have been in there. We've been using live shrimp or dead shrimp, but the live shrimp has been working real good if you can find it. Been using just a Carolina rig with a half-ounce weight with a number 2 Kell hook. We've also, if you're looking for the trout, we've been catching trout on the outside of the jetties. So if you want, you can come right out if it's nice and calm and just free line live shrimp up against these rocks. We've been catching a lot of good trout on the outside. So still a lot of good fish moving in and out of these jetties. It pays to get out there and see what you can do. Sailboat has been holding good fish also. If you do come underneath this causeway bridge, try to stay to the left side a lot more than the right, because there are some rocks underneath that bridge and it will get your lower units, especially with this low tide. So on that note, come underneath the bridge, be careful, come into Sailboat. All of this edge right now is holding good fish. We've got drum along here. We got redfish, live shrimp or dead shrimp. You can just use a lead head, a 1/4 ounce lead head or a 3/8, just depending how hard the current's rolling through here. We're using live shrimp or dead shrimp. But a lot of good drum are still caught in here, and redfish. You come back here to the back, going towards Brown Root Flats, and there's a hole back here, and them drum have been holding off right back in here in the back. Also along the edges, if you just troll out when you get done there, if you don't find them there, kind of troll real slow coming back out, and you'll see them mud stirs coming out of there. When you do that, put your power pole down and get your shrimp out there, and you'll get you a mess of drum. Also the redfish are in there. If you don't find them there, you can come out of that and come back towards Port A, and all on this edge, work it real slow, but them fish have been holding off all through here in Sailboat. Back here in Summer Hole, what we call, they've been a lot of good redfish being caught through here. We've been using cut mullet, live mullet. If you do find you some menhaden, some frozen menhaden, that's also been working for the redfish. But there have been a wad of drum back here also, and been using just dead shrimp with just a lead head, or you can use a Carolina rig. But still a lot of good fish being caught all through Sailboat right now. I get done there and the sun pokes up, I do come out and come into Y channel, or what we call Dutch Johns. Same deal as Sailboat, work it real slow. The water temperatures are cooler, so them fish are a little more lethargic in the morning. But if you just wait for that sun to come up, them fish will start getting a lot more active. Look for that mud stir, and when you see that, put your power pole down and get to whacking. That back here in the back, be careful, but it gets shallow. But them redfish are all the way back here in the back, and we've been using cut menhaden, cut mullet, live mullet. A lot of good fish still being caught through here. The trout, sometimes I'll get in this other Y channel right here. It dead ends back here in the back. You can get your favorite plastic and under a popping cork or with the lead head, but them trout usually hang off in this second Y. A lot of good fish being caught all around Brown Root Flats still. Also, been coming into Big Bayou. It Y's off here to go into California Hole, either direction, just depending on what that tide is doing, how low it is. Be careful as far as getting in here. It does get shallow, but once you're into California Hole, you can work this whole drop off in here. We've been catching black drum, we've been catching redfish, all on cut menhaden, cut mullet, live mullet. The drum have been hitting dead shrimp, but still a lot of good fish around California Hole. After you get done there, you can also tie you on a popping cork with your favorite plastics. We've been drifting all of Redfish Bay towards Klondikes, depending which way that wind is blowing. But a lot of good trout all the way from Redfish Bay into Estes Flats. Like I said, just kind of be conscientious of your water levels. But a lot of good trout are still being caught all through Estes right now. them mornings that the wind is calm and the seas are low. Been coming out here to Corpus Christi Bay. Like I've said in the past, there's a big well out here right in front of Ingleside. It's called Seven Sisters. Live shrimp. We've been catching a lot of trout through here. Good quality trout. Mixed in with some black drum. Every once in a while you'll catch that bull oversized red. But all these wells out here in Corpus Bay have been holding good trout this time of the year that the drums start moving. So if you don't get them over at Seven Sisters, bounce around to all these wells out here. Just kind of move around. We've been free lining live shrimp with the number 2 Kell hook. If you don't get them on one, just kind of like I said, just bounce around until you do locate them. But there's a lot of places to fish out here, especially if the weather's beautiful. Just move around, keep bouncing around, find your favorite well, and when you do, you'll start putting a lot of fish in the box.
Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Monte.